Hello guys! So for today, I'm going to share tips on how to pass your final interview with Cyberbacker. I have here 5 tips on how to pass the final interview. Number 1 is to pray. Pray that everything will go well. Pray that you're going to have wisdom to articulate your answer and that you will be able to impress your interviewer. Number 2 is to dress professionally. Wear a corporate top. Number 3 is to search for interview questions with answers online. Then you have to practice it. I recommend that you use muse.com. It's what I used. It has a list of 50 questions and you may click that question. When you click that question, you will be directed to the suggested answer below. You may use your Zoom app so that you can practice by yourself answering those questions, and then you can see yourself how you're going to answer that question. You may even record yourself so that you can have a preview of how you're going to answer a certain question, how long you're going to think on it, how spontaneous your answer would be, and if your answer is understandable. So the purpose of searching questions with answers in the internet or practicing them is for you to be mentally prepared, because some of these questions will be asked during your final interview. Practicing interview questions with answers will be a lot easier for you to answer it and impress your interviewer, and you will have a lesser time to think or formulate your answer. Number 4 is to familiarize yourself with the Zoom application. You will be asked during your final interview to share your screen and run a speed test. So you have to know how to share your screen. You have to know the basic or the advanced mode. Also, it will be used during your meetings with your supervisor, meeting with Craig, and meeting with your client. Lastly is, of course, to pray. Pray for best results, for a positive outcome, so that you will be working in Cyberbacker the soonest. So what are the questions that will be asked during the final interview? Number 1, they will ask about the requirements if you possess them. Number 2, they will ask, tell me about yourself. There are 2 ways on how to answer this question. Number 1 is the Ford method, and the second one is the PAWS method. Under the Ford method, you have to talk about your family, occupation, recreation, and dream. I suggest this method for those who doesn't have an experience in BPO industry. Example, I am the last child in the family. I am a registered pharmacist and experienced working in a retail drugstore for 5 years. When I am not working, I am a church volunteer, so I teach kids during Sundays. Also, one of my hobbies is to edit photos and videos using different applications like PixArt, Canva, Snapseed, and iMovie. Hopefully, 5 years from now, I will be one of the top contributors in Cyberbacker. The PAWS method is personal, academic background, work experience, and skills. So this is recommended for those who have years of experience in the BPO industry. So basically, that's how you answer the tell me about yourself. Next question, why did you apply to Cyberbacker? Why is it part-time? For those who are going to apply for part-time position in Cyberbacker, you have to share the reason why you're just working for part-time. Next question, do you have any illness or disease that we should know about or that may affect your work? So if you have an underlying condition that Cyberbacker must know, please disclose it, or some condition that may affect your work, please disclose it so that they will assess if you are still fit to work in Cyberbacker. Next question is, can you contribute to the company? You have to at least have 3 skills. This is how I answered that question. There are 3 things that I can contribute to the company. First is to strictly follow the company rules and regulations. Second is to manage my time wisely so that I can fulfill all the tasks required. And lastly, I have to be healthy so that I will be able to reach my goals, because I am a goal setter and I want everything to be finished at a certain date, and being healthy would help me accomplish that. Next question, why do you think you deserve this position? So in here you have to formulate your own answer. You can insert skills like you're flexible, adaptive to learning new things. You can also insert that you are detailed, task-oriented, or goal-oriented. You can also add here your work experience where you have provided value to your previous company. Last possible question is, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? This question is used to assess your commitment in Cyberbacker. So you have to at least give them an idea how long you're going to stay. Your answer here will determine if you're going to proceed with your application or you're not fit to be a part of the Cyberbacker. If you're just going to work here for months, that's a no-no. You'll have at least to say that you're going to be here for years, at least 1 year in Cyberbacker. After being questioned, you may ask your interviewer some questions, but I am sure that there are 3 questions that your interviewer will not fully answer. Number 1 is about the money. We call our compensation service fee because we are independent contractors. So if you're going to ask about salary, we don't term it as a salary because we are not employees and Cyberbacker is not our employer. We are independent contractors, so we work with and not for Cyberbacker. Our service fee will depend on our job role, our shift, and our client. Number 2 question, our work shift. So we don't have a fixed work shift. It will depend on the time zone of our client. Number 3 question is, what will be my task? I guess everyone will be asking this because they don't know what their specific task would be or what specific role they will be having on Cyberbacker. So this will not be fully answered by your interviewer. It will again depend on the client. Example, a client is looking for a Cyberbacker and a social media backer. So those 2 positions are merged into one. So your task for that specific client would be administrative task and social media management. So that would be your job description. What are other questions that you may ask your interviewer? Number 1, ask about Cyberbacker. Who is the founder, CEO? When did it start? Number 2, what are the high-paying jobs in Cyberbacker? I am sure that your interviewer will mention some specific job roles which are obviously high-paying positions. Number 3, what is profit sharing in Cyberbacker? So aside from your service fee, you may earn through profit sharing. Lastly, number 4, what's the best thing in Cyberbacker? So you may ask the best thing about Cyberbacker and what would be the challenges. If I am a newbie, if I'm not experienced in the BPO industry, what would be my challenges? You may ask those questions and other questions that may pop in your mind, or whatever questions you have searched online, you can ask your interviewer. That's it for my final interview tips, and I hope that you're going to pass. You're going to be one of the Cyberbackers, and I hope that you're going to work here for at least a year or more than a year, so that your profit sharing can be transferable to your beneficiary. So ask about that in your interview, and I hope for best results for you. Thank you. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell for more updates and upcoming videos. Bye. Basically, that's it. That's it. That's it for my. This is how I answer this.